Sean, I'd love to just open it up with kind of the takeaways from tonight. We saw two goals. We saw the first assist of Sophia Cook, the second in over 2,000 days goal from Tierna Davidson. Just overall, what do you take away from a night like this?
Yeah, I think it's a really positive performance and obviously result for the team that we're really pleased. Once we managed to get a foothold of the game, I think the first, 10, 15 was a little bit shaky trying to find the rhythm, but once we kind of settled down and then we started to play and find our way a little bit and obviously getting that goal early in the first half really, really settled us down and we were able to set the tone a little bit more and I thought we controlled the game really well. Yeah, obviously credit to Jade on the goal and the finish, and then I think the way we played, building the ball and trying to find a switch on the opposite side, I think the team did really well in that. And then obviously in the second half, like Tiana getting that goal, but we got close a couple of times in the set piece, and it's something that we really focus on this week. So I'm happy that the team got the outcome. I think it was just an overall really good performance. I thought the people that came off the bench, like Katie, and Talia, and the rest of the guys, that I think they did really well. So overall, it was a really good performance.
All right. I know there's a lot of people waiting for you. So, Sean, we'll open it up to you first. Sean Hartnett.
Hey there, Sean. I believe it was after the Bay FC match that Midge Purce said that the team had another level that they could reach. Do you feel like as a club you're getting to that level? And if so, is it coming at a crucial time right before the tournament in Mexico?
Yeah, I think we're pushing. Like we're always looking for ways to push to the next level, and I think we're going in the right direction. So we're happy with the way the team's going. We still think there's another level. We still think there's a few more goals in there. We can really like kill the games off. But as far as like performance and what we're setting out to do, I think the team is setting a new standard, and we're trying to maintain that and build from there.
All right. Thank you, Sean. We'll pass it over to Anumita.
Hey Sean, so ahead of this game, Seattle's head coach Laura Harvey described this matchup as being like a chess match and said that she believed that the midfield usually determined which way the game went. Would you say that you agree with that assessment that the midfield is what caused Gotham's complete dominance over this game, or what other aspects do you think contributed?
I think, obviously it's always tough. It's a tough place to come. Like they're really a difficult team to break down. And I thought, in the first kind of 10, 15, they did well to stop us progressing. But once we kind of figured out and we started having the rotations a little bit more in the wide area, some midfielders dragging out, trying to move them a little bit more, I think we got a little bit more success. And ultimately, I think like the way we, defended really sets us up for success. Like we're really solid and hard to break down. And then in those transitions, it's about being calm and patient and recognizing when is the time to go forward. And I felt like we controlled a little bit more of the ball in their half, which was something that we've always wanted to focus on. Like, okay, we've got the ball, but how are we trying to keep it and to maintain that kind of pressure? And then it's a lot easier to stop those transitions because we're higher up and we're closer to the ball, so we can keep them in their half. So I think we did that really well. And I think, ultimately it's about when you get those chances, putting the ball in the back of the net. When we said, we start fast, get that first goal, and then that really sets us up for the rest of the game.
Thank you. We'll hand it off to David.
Hey Sean, congrats on the win. I got two questions for you. So, early on to start the game, the press caused Seattle some problems. Was that something you specifically emphasized coming into tonight's match?
Sorry, say that again.
Said, your press caused Seattle some problems in the opening minutes of the game. Was that something you emphasized coming into the match tonight?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. We knew, we wanted to get that pressure on and as high and as early as possible to kind of stop them, playing those passes. They did play a couple, which we fixed it, made sure we looked at it at halftime, but making sure we got pressure on so wasn't able to switch the ball back against us, making it compact and forcing it to one side. I thought we did that. We did that really well with our forwards and then the players backing them up behind. But it was definitely something we looked at and we wanted to make sure, forcing it to the right and then making sure we kept it out wide.
Yeah, the Jaden Shaw, she now has 4 goal contributions in her last 4 games. That's 3 goals and then an assist. So, how pleased are you with the confidence and form she's building right now?
Yeah, we're super pleased, since she's come back from a little injury, she's just taken up another level, really showing up in key moments for us. Not just on the ball, but defensively. I mean, if you look at her recovery ones and her positioning when the other team's got the ball, she really understands what needs to be done. And then ultimately, it's just when we can get her the ball in and finding those spaces, it's just let Jaden be Jaden. And, she's she's a top player, excellent, knows exactly what to do in certain situations, and her ability to like control the tempo, like when to play fast, when to play the space, when to play feet. Like we're super happy with what Jaden's doing, and I think she's still got sort of more to go.
Thank you.
Thanks, David. And Jenna?
Thank you. Hi, Sean. I was
Hi.
wondering if you could talk a little bit about just kind of your time now as acting head coach while Juan has been kind of on, this partial parental leave, just how it's been for you, how you've been enjoying it, and then also just how the team and the staff and players have been, adapting to him being away, but also supporting him during this time.
Yeah, I mean we're unfortunate, like we're in a good place where, the staff and the players, everyone kind of knows their roles and responsibilities, and we're really, pleased with the way everyone's kind of approached it, the situation. Obviously, it's not ideal not having one, but at the same time, I feel like whoever stepped in, if it was me or any of the other staff, like I feel like the team will be in a good place. Like, and they're really receptive, really open. They know the situation that we're in, and at the end of the day, everyone's just here to work hard and try and do the best they can. So I think, from personal note, like I can't thank the players and the staff enough for, supporting me and helping us get through this period. And, obviously we're looking forward to have Juan back. At the same time, the team know exactly what needs to be done. And, week to week, we're just keeping to our processes. We're training, working hard, and then just take each game as it comes.
And out of curiosity, do you hear from him during these matches when he's not there?
I don't, but I can't speak for the other staff. I just try to try to leave that to them. But he's always going to be connected and involved, and he trusts us to get the job done. At the same time, he's always going to have his opinion on what he's seeing. So we'll always value that.
Absolutely. Congrats again and safe travels down to Mexico.
Thank you, Jenna.
All right, and we'll wrap with Sean Hartnett.
Sean, thanks for taking one more. I know that Tierna is going to get a lot of headlines tonight for scoring a goal, but I think she also had the most touches of anybody on the pitch. Can you speak to how she's able to connect the dots and attack from the back with her abilities?
Yeah, I think Tiana, like she's now starting to find her groove, and like she's an asset for us both on the ball and off the ball, and the way she can like step in, read plays, really change the picture. She has the long pass, in behind, she can connect short. And she can also drive, which causes a lot of problems for teams, and it's really difficult to defend against. So we're really happy with Tiana's progress, and her getting a goal, I think, really cemented that, and I'm really happy for her. She's working really hard, the team's working really hard, and it's a real asset to have her back in the team, leading the team. Anyway, I feel like we're a little bit more controlled and balanced now, and Tiana's she's really pushing and progressing. So we're really pleased for her.